Well, everyone, you may have just picked up your Google Pixel 10a. It's a beautiful phone with a bunch of cool features inside, and I'll show you exactly how to go ahead and use your Google Pixel 10a if it's your first time using really any Android phone. Now, when you first go and look at it, you will have your standard display on the front side. You have a front camera, a little bit of bezel, it's all screen, there's no buttons basically on the front side. Now, on the left side of this, you do have your SIM card tray right up here. So you have the ability of basically going through and ejecting your SIM card tray out here and putting in a SIM card. It's all flat, which looks really nice. You have your charging port at the bottom and your speaker grills. On the right side, you do have your volume up and down buttons as well as a power button. And then you also have your flat back. You have a completely flat back. You have your dual camera setup right up here. Your flash. It's primarily built out of plastic on the back. And you also have the capability of having wireless charging. Now there's a couple different ways to charge up your Pixel 10a. You can either wirelessly charge up your Google Pixel 10a by going through and placing this thing on a wireless charger. So if you have a wireless charger like this, you can go through, put it on top, and it will start wireless charging. Or what you can do is you can also go through and grab your USB Type-C cord like this. If you have a USB Type-C cord, you can simply just go through, plug this thing right at the bottom of your Google Pixel 10a, and you can go ahead and charge up your Pixel 10a just by plugging it in like this. So that's also a really easy thing you can do. It's super basic, and that's something that I typically do as well. Now, on top of that, if you want to, you have a couple ways of turning on your Pixel 10a. I've already gone through the initial setup process, but you can either tap onto the power button on the right side of your phone to turn on or off the display, or you can also double tap on the front display to turn it on. You still have to basically double tap, or you have to click on the power button to turn it on. But either way, you can double tap on it to turn it on. You will then come into your notification lock screen. So in your lock screen, you basically have the capability here of going through and basically swiping up if you want to come into your home screen. Or what I typically do is I just stay here, and you'll see at the very top you have your status bar. That's going to be pretty static for really any time you turn on a phone, but you'll have your status bar at the top. You'll have your date and your time right up here, and any notifications that you basically have that come through, you'll see all of them right over here. So you'll start to see all your notifications, everything basically come through like that. And you'll have your little panel at the bottom. If you have your fingerprint sensor set up, you can also see that. If you hold down on your lock screen, you'll see a little option at the bottom that says Customize Lock Screen. If you tap on Customize Lock Screen, you'll have the capability of basically, changing out a lot of things within your particular lock screen. You can go through, you can change all your wallpaper stuff and all your wallpaper information. If I go back over here and hold it down, click here, you can change your wallpaper down here, your theme, your style, your clock information. You can go through and modify and edit up a lot of that kind of stuff right here. So it's really easy. I'd recommend for you to just kind of go in here and just change up whatever you want to, because it is something that's really cool that you have the capability of kind of doing. Now, on top of that, when you swipe up from the lock screen, you will basically come into your home screen. So here is a page or an area where you'll have a lot of cool things you can kind of edit up. At the top, your status bar stays the same. Your home screen consists and is comprised of your basically widgets and app icons. So these things are widgets. You have your app icons at the bottom, and you have a little Google search bar at the bottom. Now, if you want to, you can move around these widgets. You can move them wherever you want to by holding them down. You can also bring them all the way up to remove them if you want to. So that is something that you actually have the capability of doing right there. Now you have different pages here if you want. You can drag an app icon, bring it to a different page if you want to, or you can just keep them all on the same page. The Google bar at the bottom serves as like any other Google search bar. If you swipe up though, this is where you get all the applications from your phone. So you'll see all the applications right over here. You can swipe around, you can go through and kind of edit up and change whatever you want to, but all your applications will be housed basically right over here. Now, on top of that, if you go through and you swipe down from the top, you'll basically come into your notification drawer. So it's very similar to your previous page. So you can go through and edit up some quick toggles here, your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all these things, and your notifications right over here. So if you get a text message or anything like that, all that will come up right here. If you swipe down from the top right, it'll also bring you here, but if you swipe down one more time, you will see all your quick toggles. You can go through and change up your brightness, turn on and off your flash. You have a power button at the bottom here too. If you want to quickly just power down your phone, you can click on power off or restart. So it is actually a really cool panel right here. At the bottom, you have your gestures. So if you're ever inside of an application and you want to go home, you can swipe up and basically come back home. Same thing with really any other application. You can just hop into an app and you can just swipe up. You can also kind of swipe in between applications too. So if you're in the phone screen, you want to go back to the previous app, you can swipe between your applications just by going through here. So that is something that's actually really nice. You can kind of modify it that way, which is something that's really cool. Now, within your Pixel 10a, you have the capability of split screen multitasking. So you can do that by swiping up from the bottom of your Pixel 10a, and you'll come into this page. This is your standard multitasking panel. You'll have all the applications that you basically have. But what you can also do is when you're inside one of these panels, you can tap on the little drop down from the top right over here, and you'll see an option that will allow you to go ahead and split screen. So if you click on split screen, you can choose a different application if you want to basically split screen within. So in this case, I can tap on here and I can split screen between my messaging application and my Google Chrome application. Now you have to make sure both these applications are kind of set up in the background, but it's a really cool thing. You can kind of just split screen whichever way you want to, and that's something that's really, really awesome. Now swiping up, you'll basically come back here. You also have the capability of screenshotting on your Pixel 10a. Now to screenshot, it's actually pretty basic. All you're going to want to do is click on both the power button on your Pixel 10a and the volume down button. So in order to screenshot, you want to click both the power button and the volume down button at the same time, and it will basically go ahead and take a standard screenshot. So here you can go through and you can tap onto that screenshot on the bottom left. And from here, you can go through and edit up your screenshot. You can go up and down. You can kind of, modify it. You can draw on it. You can do whatever else you want to do here. But that is something that you can actually do here. And then from here in the top left corner, you can click on save. And that's basically all you're going to have to do. Now, if you also want to, you can go through and screen record on your Pixel 10a as well. To do this, all you have to do is swipe down from the top just a few times, just twice, and you'll come into this page. Now you should be able to find a little screen recording toggle. If you don't see it, you can click on the little pencil icon and you should be able to find a little option that says screen recording. So you can either search for it, it'll also should be here somewhere, but I do believe it is this icon right here. So if you tap on here, it will allow you to screen record. You can choose whether you want the audio on or off. In this case, we'll just keep it off. Click on next and it will start screen recording. You can either screen record your whole screen or you can choose a particular application. In this case, we'll just choose the phone call app and I'll go and just start screen recording here. It'll count down from 3, 2, 1, and then you're good to go. So now you can screen record whatever you want to do here. And then whenever you're done screen recording, you can tap on the top left corner up here and you can choose stop recording. So now your phone will basically just stop recording. And then what you can do is you can hop inside of your Photos application right over here, and you will basically find your particular photos. So now you can go through here, and you can find your screen recording that you just did and your screenshots all in one place. So that will be housed right here and under Collections, but that is another really cool, easy thing you basically have at that point as well. The final thing is basically your Settings application. I would recommend going into your Settings app and just kind of understanding your Settings app because there's a lot of cool stuff here. The big thing though is under software updates. If you're able to go and find your software update panel under System, I'd recommend going through and basically updating your phone as often as you can. Whenever there's an update, I'd recommend just running through here, clicking on System Update, updating your particular Google Pixel 10a, and that's also going to be another really important thing to do here as well. So that is basically how you use your Google Pixel 10a. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.